Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Happy Tuesday. How are you doing? What's been going on? Today we are talking about how to deal with burnout in your business. Everybody has been to this place at one point or another. It definitely happened to us during our first year or two of business, where we just did not know how to balance life and work at all. It was just work, work, work all the time. We took 36 weddings that year, which we know photographers who take even more than that, which is just crazy because we were tired by the end of it. Especially Tony, he does work 40 hours a week for another company, and so for him to then take on 36 weddings on top of that, it was a lot for him. So we do not do that anymore. Step one of how to avoid burnout: do not take more than you can handle. If you realize that at the end of your year that you are exhausted and you are not even enjoying the weddings anymore because you're just so tired and all you can think about is going home, you're probably taking too many weddings. What you should do is raise your prices, take a little less, and then that way you can balance everything out. You're still making the same amount of money. You just have to raise your client experience as well. You can't just raise your prices for no reason. You have to make sure that you're actually improving and that you've earned the right to raise those prices. So we went from 36 weddings our first year to this year coming up, 2019, we have taken 20, and we plan for 2020 to only take 16. Now we have done this because we really want to focus on bringing our wedding numbers down to, number one, be able to give more to those clients so that we are not spreading ourselves out between 36 people, and now instead we're only spreading ourselves between 16 people. So with that, we can give them so much more time and attention. They are always going to be at the forefront of our mind. When you're not trying to do 36 weddings, you can actually really get to know your clients, and that's something that we've noticed has been happening the less and less weddings that we take. Now we're also setting ourselves up for when we have a family. When we have children, Tony and I both agreed that, we don't want to be gone every single weekend. We don't want to miss out on baseball games. We don't want to miss out on dance recitals or piano recitals or whatever they want to be involved in. We don't want to be those parents who are like, oh, sorry, grandma's going to be there, but we have to work. That's not good for any kid. They don't care about your job. They just care that you're there. And we want to make sure that our kids are always going to feel loved and supported. So we're setting ourselves up for that so that we can be there for our family. Now with that doesn't mean that all we're going to be doing is just 16 weddings for the year and then that's all we do for the year. There's a lot that goes behind that. Obviously, we're still going to be doing portrait sessions, but we have elevated our portrait experience as well. We decided that we did not like doing the shoot and burn method of photography. We did not like the fact that our clients then went home with nothing but digital images which sat on their computer. We wanted to provide our clients with a full service portrait experience, which includes design consultation, figuring out exactly what they want, exactly what they need, what they love, what they want captured, instead of just showing up on the day and treating them like every single other family that has come through. Every family is different. Everybody likes certain things. Everybody has different personalities, and we want those to show through our portraits. So after the design consultation, obviously we do the session, and then they come back and we get to plan all the things that are going to go in their house. So they walk away with tons of wall art and prints and pictures to give out to family and friends. And that's really what portraiture is all about to us. It's about having the tangible, beautiful personal products that you can pass down throughout your family and for generations to come. So, but that's something that we can do now that we aren't charging so little. We're able to actually spend the time to do that and to make sure that our clients get that awesome experience, unlike other photographers who do a shoot and burn type of method. Not saying that that's wrong, that's just not our style. It's not something that we envisioned and what we wanted to give to our clients. Another thing that we do to avoid burnout is we have structured our week very, very strategically. Mondays, we do not take portrait sessions. We do not schedule portrait sessions for Mondays because Mondays are usually the day, well, it is, not usually, it's always the day after the weekend. Usually we'll have a wedding on Saturday. So Monday is the day that we get to work on editing. We get the Monday blog up so that way our clients can see, a little sneak peek of their wedding day already, even on their honeymoon, like they are ready. They get that little teaser, which is fantastic. And then we get to editing right away. So Monday is for answering some emails. It's not necessarily the most important thing because the wedding prior is the most important thing. So it's for blogging, editing. So that's Mondays, basically getting our life back together after the weekend has happened. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday are the days that we schedule portrait sessions. Those are the only days that we schedule portrait sessions. Friday, we do not schedule portrait sessions. We also leave Monday and Friday open because if we do come to a situation where we're having a lot of rain, we kind of learned this past year. I don't understand why it rained so much, but it did. It rained like we live in the rainforest or Seattle or something. And we kept our Mondays and Fridays open because we were having to reschedule so many things. And we sometimes would already have, you know, the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays already booked up for the following week, but people were on time sensitive schedules. And, you know, we didn't want people to have to push back a whole month just in order to have their rain date. So we leave Mondays and Fridays open just for that. So if we need a rain date that's a little closer because somebody's on a time sensitive schedule, we can do that for them. Now, Saturdays are our wedding days. That's completely taken up by the wedding day. And from sun up to sundown, we're preparing for everything. And then Sunday is our rest day. It is our only rest day for the entire week that we have planned. Sunday is rest day. Sunday is for church, family, friends. Now, sometimes Saturdays can be that way if we don't have a wedding. But if we have a wedding, obviously it's a wedding day, which is just as fun, but our thinking caps are on and we're like very, very tuned in. So that is how we avoid burnout with scheduling. Because if you just say, I'll take portrait sessions on the weekend, I'll take portrait sessions any day, then it's kind of hard for you to really schedule out your life. Whereas I know that Sundays I can usually do things with friends and family. Saturdays, sometimes depending on the time of the year, you know, off season, I can definitely see friends and family, which is great because the holiday season is in the off season. Even, you know, Easter and obviously Christmas, New Year's, all that stuff. Another way that we deal with burnout is actually just getting a good night's sleep. So one thing that we have really started to do, or definitely me personally, I've cut out caffeine out of my diet and it's helped me fall asleep so much faster. I used to have a really hard time falling asleep. And now I don't anymore. I pretty much can, as long as it's cold in the room, I can fall asleep pretty much instantly. If you get a good night's sleep, you'll wake up the next morning, you feel ready to go, you have time to exercise. If you exercise, it'll give you more energy. It's really crazy. You don't think that way. If you overexert yourself, you're definitely going to be tired. But if you are exercising in a healthy, safe way where you're getting your heart rate up, but you're not killing yourself, you're actually going to have more energy. You're going to feel great about yourself. You're going to want to accomplish all the things. And that's something that I try to do every single day. Sometimes it looks like I'm just going on a walk. Sometimes I'm going to cycling class. Sometimes Tony and I are doing a workout video in the living room. Sometimes I'll run the driveway. It's 2 miles if I do it twice. I'll do that if it's a nice day outside. Anything like that. Exercise is fantastic for not only just your body, for your mind too. Try to drink a lot of water. Bing. Drinking out of a wine glass right now because it makes me feel fancy. You need to schedule in some R&R time every day. Something that's for yourself. Sometimes I'll wake up and I'll put a face mask on. Maybe that's all I'm going to do, and I'll do my emails while I'm doing my face mask, but at least I did something for my self-care. If you put everything else in front of you, how are you going to continue to give if you're not filling yourself up as well? Meditation is great. Journaling. I'm actually going through a course right now that my business coach had offered me, but it's basically more life coaching. And with that, it teaches you to journal, which can be meditative. If you love to write, totally do that. Some people, they journal by doing video style. Sometimes that's easier for them because they just want to talk it out. I could actually totally see myself being that way, but I've never given it a try. Another thing I love to do, put on a candle. I always have a candle going. I love Bath & Body Works. This is the one I have going right now. It's Mango Mai Tai. Let me see if I can get this up to you guys. Obviously, I've had it burning for a while, so it smells so good. I love anything that's like tropical. Makes me feel good. Another way to deal with burnout, if you're married, you need to schedule in some date nights. Tony and I put it on our calendar actually that we have like a scheduled date night at least once every 2 weeks where like we don't do anything else. Sometimes our date nights, like we'll have a weekly date night for sure, but usually that looks more so like we're gonna put on music and make a really good meal at home, and you know, we'll give ourselves like 2 hours or something if we're really, really busy. We've been starting to really make it a point that every 2 weeks we actually like clear out a huge chunk of time, like from the time that he gets home to the time we go to sleep. We're not doing anything but being on a date with each other, and that's really helped a lot as well. If you like to read books, read some books. That's kind of also falls into self-care. Even if it's a business book, honestly, as long as you're doing something that is just calming you down and making you relax and putting you in this state of like, I don't have somewhere to be and I have something to do and deadlines and whatever, I think that that's good self-care. I hope that those are some good tips to avoid burnout. They all seem to work for us. It's taken us 4 years to get to this point where we can actually say that we are not burnt out and we enjoy so much of what we do. When I first started this business with Tony, I thought that being an entrepreneur meant that you just worked all the time. And then I read a quote from Mary Morantz had said it. She said, I didn't quit my 9 to 5 to work 24/7. And I was like, girl, yes. That is so true. Who did that? No one. No one wants to quit their 9 to 5 to then work 24 hours a day. If you have any tips on how you like to do self-care or how you avoid burnout, please leave it in the comments below. We love to learn all the time. Tell us what you do. Do you have any tips? Do you do anything that we didn't mention? Do you do anything that we did mention? If so, I mean, you know, we'd love to hear it. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We put up new videos every single Tuesday, so we will see you in exactly 7 days from now. We hope you have a great week and we'll see you next time. Bye.